Hello and welcome to the Remedyfibers podcast, a podcast about knitting and crochet hosted by me, Jillian. So welcome back. I know it has been quite a bit since I last recorded, and I have a few reasons for that. So the last time I recorded, I said I was going to create a get to know me video because I was headed to Palm Springs, and it was actually a really great vacation. It was more like a work thing, but it went really well. I got to network, I got a free giveaway for a spa, and it was just really nice to attend a lot of presentations about higher education and learning all that great stuff. But then as I went there, I said, oh, I need to put this video together, and then life just kind of got in the way of that. And I will include videos and clips of the Palm Springs trip, but I wanted to catch you up to speed as to what I have finished, what I'm currently working on, and how my stash list 2022 is going. So the first project that I finished, which I actually started I believe last weekend, is a scrappy granny stripe scrap yarn pillowcase. And so I decided to use all of my sock yarn and some other fingering weight yarn that I had, and I didn't intentionally start this project with making a pillowcase. It just so happened that the granny stripe that I made fit this pillowcase, so I just made a large rectangle and sewed up the edges. But I'm really happy on how it came out. I feel like it's so colorful. I have it in my office so I can see this pop of color every day. But these are the first socks I made in January, the socks I made for my mom. This is the fingering weight yarn from my rocket tee, my third pair of socks. This is actually my third pair of socks, and this one was my fourth pair of socks. And then this was a full skein of fingering weight. I didn't really like the colors. I said before this was supposed to be for my rocket tee, but I didn't like how the colors worked up, so I just threw it in here and actually was able to use the whole skein in this pillow, but also in some pom-pom decorations that I made that I can insert here. But I really love how the pillowcase came out. It's very colorful, very unique, and every time someone stops in, they always say, wow, look at that pillowcase, did you make that? So I really am happy with how it came out. My next finished object is a cowl. This is actually yarn left over from my Tecumseh sweater, so it's come from New Jersey to Pennsylvania all the way to California, and it's DK weight in Chelsea Luxe, and it was oh, excuse me. It was supposed to be a crop tank top, and I was going to add straps, but I ran out of yarn, so I just improvised and made it actually in one day. So this is actually going to be a giveaway because many of you know it is very hot where I live. We don't really get cold weather, and if we do, it's not for another year from now. I'm actually going to give this as a giveaway, so if you're interested in winning this, just comment below which of my finished objects is your favorite, and this will be gifted over to you. My next finished object was something that I kind of whipped up on a whim. This is a crochet top, and there isn't a pattern for it because I originally bought this Trubu yarn. It's a bamboo weight mix blend, and you could get it at any yarn shop. But I got this yarn. I started the first half of the panel and then dropped it. Months went by. I could never find the pattern again, and so I just improvised and tried to remember the stitch as best as I could, and then I added some ruffles to the sleeves and sewed it up, and it fits perfectly. It looks so great. I can also try it on for you. What I love about this top is that since it is a bamboo blend, it's very airy, perfect for the hot climates. Today is actually going to be 100 degrees and tomorrow 101 degrees. But I love it with a little tank top under and some jeans. I think it came out so cute, and I would definitely want to make another one. I just had a hard time working with this yarn because it does split, so when you're crocheting you have to make sure you grab the full stitch and not in between the strands. But overall, I think it came out really good. Last but not least, I finally finished my rocket tee, and I think it came out so cute. I still haven't blocked it because I just haven't wrapped my mind around that part of blocking it and letting it sit. Even though it's so easy, I'm just being lazy about it. I have worn it about 3 times and it's still not blocked, but I just love how it fits the way it looks, and I just don't want to do it right now. Probably in the future I will block it, but this was a really hard pattern for me because it was a first for many. I never did a v-neck, I never did raglan, I never did mohair and fingering, switching back and forth. There was a I-cord edging for the sleeves and the bind off on the neckline and on the bottom of the top. But I think the colors just came out so good. I can also try it on for you. Maybe in the next video I will show you how it looks blocked. The only thing about this top is I have to be careful with what jewelry I'm wearing because it does snag really easily. But this is how it came out. I get a lot of compliments on this. People ask me if I made this, and it's just very fancy, very bougie, and I just think it's a great pattern. I would want to make this again, but I think I would want just fingering weight so I can get the yarn overs correctly this time. I can really get the construction of the raglan more seamless and streamlined, because I did make a lot of mistakes along the way, which you probably can't see from the camera, and the average person who sees me wearing it probably can't see it either, but I know they're there. And I almost wanted to rip out the whole thing, but I'm glad that I didn't, and I continued and I knit to the finish line. But I'm really happy for this. Thank you so much, Linda, for recommending this pattern. Definitely a learning curve, but good thing is I used up all the yarn. I don't have any more of this yarn left, and I'm just so happy on how it came out. I'm so impressed with myself, so proud of myself, and I did it. So as for works in progress, I am working on my summer sorrel top, and I have the pattern in my little bag. But right now I'm just working on my gauge swatch. I used the recommended US 5 to start the gauge swatch, which is here. And I was not meeting gauge with the US 5, but I said, you know what, let me give it a chance and let me block it. Let me not use the unblocked size. And still, I'm getting a 3-inch row inch measurement, and I need to get it to 4 inches. So I do have to go up a needle size. And so I have my US 6 ready to go. This is actually the yarn I picked up at Stitches West. So I have to do another gauge swatch, but it's a slow project going. My knitting mojo hasn't left, but I just kind of been more in a relaxed place, and so this one is a slow project, but I'm happy with the pace that it's going. My last work in progress that I still have more True Blue yarn, and this is from Lion Brand Yarn. So I have one full skein, which is 241 yards, and then about half of another skein. And I don't know why I bought so much balls of yarn of this, especially never having worked with it, but I'm thinking it was the project that I was originally gonna make asked for that much. But I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I'm doing half double crochets, and then I'm starting half double crochets, and now I'm doing double crochets. I don't know why I'm saying triple crochets. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a top, a pillowcase, a crocheted bag, but I'm just kind of using up all my stash. And as for my Stashless 2022 update, I'm down to one skein of yarn in my entire stash, and that is the extra skein in my summer sorrel top, so it is going to be used. And then that's it. I used up all my yarn. The only other yarn that I have is a Five Below crochet kit. It's an amigurumi Stitch, the Disney Stitch, Lilo and Stitch character. But those instructions are extremely hard, and so I tried it, I put it away, and now I found a YouTube tutorial of somebody who made their own pattern to make the stitch, and I think I'm going to try that. But I really want to get into toy making, whether that's knitted toys or crochet toys or more amigurumi. That's kind of where my interest is going, because I'm getting a little bit bored of granny stripes or shirts or tops, so I kind of want to just continue to grow my skill set. But as for life updates, I will include some video clips that I made at Palm Springs. I got to meet a lot of professionals in the field of higher education across California and some western states, some west coast states. But yeah, so far everything is going well. I just wanted to check in with you all, see how you all are doing. Don't forget to comment below if you want to enter the giveaway for this fabulous cowl. I really love the colors of this. These are my favorite colors. But like I said, I don't live in a cold climate anymore, so I would love to gift this to you if you are interested, or even if you were to re-gift it to someone you know. It's very soft, it's DK weight, and I wouldn't want it to just donate it or have the yarn go to waste. But I hope you and your family are doing well and safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Take care. Bye.